Let me hit record. Okay, we're rolling. And we are going to start with our employer partners at AIG. So if somebody from AIG would like to share, take it away.
Hi, this is Courtney. I'm with AIG. I am on our early careers recruiting team. I am joined today by a couple of my colleagues from our internal audit line of business. They're the ones that are looking for a summer intern for 2021. So it's Rosemary, Amber, Kevin, and Elizabeth should be on with me. We're super excited to be talking to Elon and Elon students and Elon. So thank you for joining. AIG is a global company. We have over 40,000 plus employees. We are all over the world. We are based in New York City, but we have offices in Charlotte and Houston, just to name a few. Like I said, they're in Singapore, we're in London, we're all over. Diversity inclusion is a huge bit of initiative for AIG at the moment. We really have a push to make sure we get the top talent to make AIG even more inclusive. We really believe that, diversity of thought helps with diversity of people, and we couldn't be who we are if we didn't have diverse employees working with us today. So that's kind of my quick little speech there. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Courtney. Really appreciate it. Next, we're going to hear from Sarah Pendry with ARCH-MI. MI stands for Mortgage Insurance, and Sarah is an Elon alum.
Yes, I am. Thank you for the introduction. And being an alum, I graduated in 2010. I'm very excited to be here and talking with everyone. Excuse me. ARCH-MI is headquartered in downtown Greensboro. We do mortgage insurance, and we're about a 900-person organization. So we do both domestic business as well as international business in Bermuda, Hong Kong, Australia, Ireland, Finland, and Italy. So it's nice to have opportunities for growth here in the United States and outside. Our culture is incredibly innovative, very collaborative, and we really thrive on a lot of employee feedback. And I think that really speaks to the solid diversity inclusion initiative that we have, and it's really got 3 prongs to it. It's about culture, it's about communications, and it's about our colleagues. And so some of the things that we're doing, kind of evidence of that, is bias training for all of our employees. Additional training on how to talk about race, especially with all of the social injustice and unrest that has happened this year. We've also created a scholars program, a partnership program with some HBCUs here in the area to really focus on making sure that we have a diverse talent pipeline at the very beginning. And so I think it really is part of our fabric where we've broken up our organization into little D&I committees made up of employees that look at all of our processes, soup to nuts, recruiting to just general business as usual operations, and making sure that we're really going over that with a magnifying glass to ensure that we've got that diversity of thought and otherwise. So that's a little bit about us. Happy to be here.
Thanks so much, Sarah. Love that diversity of thought. Next, we're going to hear from Jacob with Bell Partners.
Hey, Yvonne. It's good to see you today. So my name is Jacob. I'm the talent acquisition manager at Bell Partners. We too are based in downtown Greensboro. We are an apartment management and investments company. So we do third-party property management as well as raise investment funds and purchase our own multifamily apartment communities as well. So that's kind of the bulk of our operations. And then we have obviously all the business units that support that: investments, finance, data analytics, HR, marketing, all that kind of fun stuff. We are up and down the Southeast, all the way from DC down to Florida, and then kind of across into Dallas, Austin, and San Francisco. And really, the thing, with our DE&I, we actually went so far early this year. We brought in PwC. We reckon it was that important to us to bring in an outside firm that we actually reached out to PricewaterhouseCoopers and have gone through kind of a whole company top to bottom, left to right audit of our organization because it's that important to us. And I liked what Courtney and Sarah both said. Diversity of thought is, again, one of those things that we're throwing out as well, because it's not just about surface level things. It's about, culture change comes from inside the business and inside your employees. And so, we recognize that students like yourself, early careers, have a real mindset for growth, a mindset for change and making a difference. And so that's why, whether it's on an internship program or even like yourself, you're getting ready to graduate soon, early career, we know that you guys can deliver that for us as well as anybody else. But that's a little bit about us, and hope we can connect sometime.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jacob. Next, we're going to hear from ESPN, and we'll hear from Megan or Nicole, or both, if you're both feeling up to chat.
Hi, I'll take us for ESPN. Hey, I'm Megan. Nicole is also online. We both have worked for ESPN for, I've worked for 7 years. She's worked for, I believe, 14. So we're very familiar with ESPN and all of our the things that we offer for employees. We are based in Bristol, Connecticut, and she and I both started out in Bristol as interns, and now we're both full-time here in Charlotte. So we love ESPN. We've been with them forever. Some of the things that we really value are our employees. Part of our creed actually says that people are our most valuable resource, and I definitely believe that ESPN truly values their people over really anything else. Some of the things that we do for our employees is we actually have a diversity and inclusion team that works with all employees, gathering feedback, looking for ways to improve on campus, atmosphere, people's, what they're looking to do. I mean, they're always looking for ideas like the employee resource groups. We have groups that cater to women, disabled, veterans, gay, Hispanic. I mean, really anything across the board. ESPN really looks to make sure all their employees are included, and that really there's a group for anybody and everyone on campus. So if you have any interest in internships or full-time jobs, be sure to check out espncareers.com, and we'll look forward to connecting later.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Megan. Next, we're going to hear from Kelly with FactSet.
Hi, Yvonne and other people from Elon. My name is Kelly. I'm a recruiter at FactSet. So FactSet is a financial software company, and we create software solutions for financial professionals, providing them with performance and risk tools. So these could be professionals such as bankers or traders, and they would use FactSet on a daily basis to make smart business decisions for their portfolios. So some things within FactSet is we are a global company. We do have offices across the U.S. though. Our headquarters is in Norwalk, Connecticut, but we have New York, Boston, Chicago, Austin, Texas, San Francisco, and LA. And we actually just opened a Charlotte office too. So a lot of Elon students have been excited about that as well. Another thing I wanted to point out with FactSet too is that we've been recognized as one of Fortune's great places to work in both the US, UK, and France as well. So one of the things within FactSet that kind of goes along with that great places to work is our attention to diversity and inclusion. One of the ways that we have really revamped our strategy for that going forward is that we have been implementing a lot of business resource groups over the last couple of years. So we have a Black BRG, a Women's BRG, Pride, Latinx, and Asian as well. And we just launched our Veterans BRG, so something else that we're looking forward to. So for us, again, like a lot of other employers have said, inclusion and diversity comes from your background, diversity of thought. So we look for a lot of different majors starting off within FactSet. Obviously, we are a financial software company, but every background is really welcomed in every other major because of that diversity of thought. So we always are looking for new and bright individuals to really help our innovative change within our industry and helping with our clients as well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate it. Next, we're going to hear from our Elon neighbor, Diana, with Glen Raven. Glen Raven's located nearby, which is why she's our neighbor.
Yes, we are neighbors. We're almost on campus, so it's very easy to have students come over. I say that with pause because of COVID, but usually I'd have students come over. We can have coffee. We have a beautiful coffee shop. We have a rooftop deck you can sit on and enjoy conversation. We are a 140-year-old company, actually, with global headquarters in Burlington, North Carolina. So I think the one comment that the students usually tell me is that they're shocked that such a cool place to work is right up the street from the school, because it's kind of little known fact for sure. But we are, as I said, global. We're a specialty fabrics company. So our offices here, we have a Sunbrella corporate headquarters, and I call it the candy shop because that's where our designers are. And so there's always amazing fabric everywhere. We redesigned our very first plant, and it's all, you know, the brick inside with all the glass and big meeting spaces, lots of places to sit around and collaborate. They've taken every avenue they could to make it comfortable for all the employees there. As far as, you know, diversity and equity and inclusion, it's something that with a 140-year-old company that we've been working on and definitely trying to develop over the years. We've made some better strides recently. We do have a Women in Leadership series. We have internal subject matter experts speaking to that group all the time. We also bring in outside speakers once or twice a year to do presentations. And around that, we also have usually something that spins off of that, or is the opportunity for mentorships. Students are looking for diverse mentors. We encourage that. We try to help them set that up. We also have a emerging talent program. It's for high potential individuals who have been identified and who have been recommended for the program. We call it Horizons, and students have an opportunity to have, you know, classes at the Center for Creative Leadership. I think all of that's kind of on hold right now, but we do that. We bring on a new class every 2 to 3 years, and then they have a couple of years that they're able to work not only with individuals in the United States, but across the globe. So they may be working with a group that has somebody from China, India, France, Germany. It just depends on what the problem, the business problem is that we're trying to work on and resolve. And so those students have a chance to get involved that way. We are hoping in the future to be able to allow students to be able to go and have, you know, maybe a 6-month stay, work in another country, and learn some of the nuances there as well. We have succession plans that include diversity initiatives and focus on a lot of development opportunities. We have opportunities for jobs across the whole gamut. You know, we're a manufacturing facility, so we employ engineers. We have a lot of opportunities recently for analysts. We have the whole, you know, HR, accounting, finance, marketing. We have a large marketing group. We have technical fabrics, custom fabrics, logistics. We have a group called Strata, which actually makes infrastructure for roads out of fabric for highways. We have a group that does water filtration. That's our technical fabrics division, and they're working in third world countries actually to improve the water supply. So we do a lot of things that are very environmentally friendly. We have internship program that's stellar. It's 3 months long in the summer. It's paid. We go on trips to other operations. We have opportunities for them to have mentors during the time they're here, multiple mentors. We have lunch and learns every Wednesday where we bring in different individuals within the company who are at different stages of their careers to talk about their evolution and their careers. And again, we always look for diversity in those groups as well. So you present all sides. So that's kind of it. There's so much more, you could go on forever, but that's Glen Raven.
Thank you so much, Diana.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Next, we're going to hear from Jessica with the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, which, if you've never been, is amazing. And if you ever visit North Carolina, add it to your visitation list.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Jessica Andresen, and I'm the head of the volunteer and intern programs at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. And I'm here today with my colleague, Cindy, who's in here somewhere. Hi, Cindy. So Cindy is the coordinator of volunteer and intern programs. So if you have not been to our museum before, we are one of the largest natural science museums in the history. We're located in downtown Raleigh, and we have 2 satellite locations as well. One just outside downtown called Prairie Ridge Eco Station, and one down in Whiteville, North Carolina. So with a mission to illuminate the natural world and inspire its conservation, we offer a range of internship opportunities from research to education to design and so much more to help us carry out this mission, because the staff cannot do it ourselves. It's such a massive museum. So we work closely with our own Department of Accessibility and Inclusion in the museum to make sure that our internship opportunities are accessible as possible to the widest possible reach. I myself actually am deaf. I'm a bilateral cochlear implant recipient, and I also serve as the co-chair and committee member for the Accessibility and Inclusion Committee at the museum, as well as our annual STEM Career Showcase for students with disabilities, which is coming up on November 17th. So check our website. It's going to be a great event, virtual event this year. So we're extremely dedicated to providing support, advocacy, and increased opportunity for people of all abilities and all walks of life to pursue careers in STEM fields. So we hope we may welcome some of you in the near future, and we look forward to learning how we may support your academic and career goals.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jessica. Next, we're going to hear from Greg with the Washington Internship Institute, which you will also see often listed as WII, the acronym.
Thank you so much. So at the Washington Internship Institute, we're a nonprofit organization that helps college students find internships in Washington, D.C. For Elon students, you have the opportunity to join us during our 10-week summer session. And so we're not hiring people, but we're helping students get great professional experience. Related to DEI initiatives, our students intern at an incredibly diverse group of organizations, and we have an incredibly diverse group of students who come from a really wide range of institutions in the US. So you're not only interning at organizations that are committed to diversity initiatives, but also among students who are diverse themselves. Just this semester, we have students interning at the American Bar Association's Commission on Immigration, at the League of Women Voters, at the Human Rights Campaign, as well as local DC nonprofits committed to the homeless and working with African American youth. We also have students intern at the federal government, obviously, and this semester we have a student interning in Kamala Harris's office. So we work with students one-on-one to help them find the best internship opportunities for them and then help them apply for them. And we also have coursework that supplements their internship experiences, and they can earn credit through their university or Belmont University in Nashville for the summer program.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg, for that overview. Okay, and our last employer that we're going to hear from is Megan with Wayfair.
Yeah, hi everyone. It's Megan with Wayfair. I have been at Wayfair for about 3 years, and I am a campus recruiter. For them, I specifically work on our co-op program, which is the 6-month program, but I'm kind of here on behalf of all of campus recruiting, which recruits for entry-level employees, interns, and co-ops. So we have kind of a wide array of opportunities that are posted on our student careers page. But a little bit about us: we are a global e-commerce tech company. All of our tech is kind of built in-house, and we, like I said, are an online company. And basically the whole idea behind Wayfair is to live in a home you love. So we have all things home on our website, and we strive to give top quality customer experience from kind of the search phase of what you're looking for in your home all the way to delivery. We are global. Our headquarters are in Boston and Berlin, with offices and warehouses all over the world. And we are still founder-led, by 2 engineers that were actually freshman year, they were roommates at Cornell, which is really, really cool. So Neeraj Shah and Steve Conine still lead our company and had a vision when they were, 18 at Cornell, which is super cool. We have 6,000 about employees in our headquarters in Boston and about 21,000 worldwide. We are definitely focused on DE&I lately. I thought I'd read like a little blurb from our mission, the DEI team's mission, because I think it's really, really powerful. So it says the diversity, equity, and inclusion team serves as Wayfair's internal compass, promoting a global community, ensuring an inclusive culture, and growing market penetration through innovation that only a sense of belonging across a diverse workforce can provide. So I think that's like a really good way of kind of showing what we're going for and what the DEI team's going for. In just a few ways we're kind of focusing on it lately. So we've always had ERGs, employee resource groups, that I think another company mentioned as well, which are awesome, just kind of a way for all employees to really feel a part of something. Same thing, we have LGBTQIA group, we have a Latinx group, Black group, and really anything that you identify with, there's usually an ERG that accompanies that. From a campus recruiting side, we're definitely kind of tightening up our engagement with student groups and really like trying to do that not just during our hiring season, but all year round, just having events such as this to really engage with students. And then another really big thing going on right now at Wayfair is it's called a Change Starts at Home forum, which our head of diversity is running. So basically once a month, she's having panels and conversations with the entire company to join about diversity, equity, inclusion, and kind of just breaking the barriers down and having a really honest conversation about it. And like I said, it's kind of panel style, so various employees that might identify with a certain group, they speak, and it's a really powerful thing. So we're just trying to make sure everyone feels welcome. And then like a very tactical example of what we're doing, the entire company is now adding like their pronouns to their signature and their email. So we're trying to do a few small things like that right now to really build DE&I, but we're also doing some bigger initiatives as well.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Megan. Wow, thanks everybody. That information was extremely helpful.